Hi YouTube, Mr. Dodo844 here, and this is part 2 of my update video. The reason I've split it in half is I had a bit of feedback from people saying that they prefer to watch a video that's sort of 6 to 8 minutes long rather than a 10-15 minute long video. So yeah, if you leave your comments below about how I've done this, I've split it in half and so on, and tell me what you think, then yeah, I'd really appreciate just to hear what you guys think of it, because I could always go back to doing the long videos. But anyway, enough about that. Now, at the end of the previous video, I said I would start part 2 by looking at my control panel and sort of going on through all that sort of thing. Now, I briefly mentioned about this area in the video, so I'm going to start off with the control panel, which is this one here, and I'll show you how it works. It's a bit different now. There we go. So this here is the control panel that you've seen, and the black lines that you can see are... It's amazing, a bulb just blown. Anyway, the black lines that you can see are it's basically a track plan of what's above, and the circles the black circles you see inside the circles is a brass-headed screw. Now, what you do is you take the power from the controller, which is that one there. Actually, you can actually see the wires. Sorry if I just find my finger just there. That green wire there is actually the negative. That runs to the negative bus wire, which controls all of the point motors, so it's a general bus wire. Then the one which you see hanging down towards the front is actually the positive wire. Now, normally what happens is the positive wire goes to a switch. The switch then sends the positive either down the left or the right hand side, which in turn sends it to the left or right hand side of the point motor, which flicks the point motor either left or right, and then it goes through the electromagnet and then back into the negative, which would eventually come back to the controller. So that's how it normally works. Now, the switch bit I worked out was quite expensive. I mean, I worked out you could save about £25 or so. On this board here, which will have 6 points on it, you could save about £25 on switches. And the way I did it is exactly what you can see in front of you. I've replaced the switches with the heads of a bolt. Then on the underside of the bolt, the wires go from the not bolt, sorry, it's a screw. From the underside of the screw, it's then soldered to the point motor exactly like you normally would, and it works exactly the same way. So the way you flick the point motors is like so. Ideally you want a screwdriver or something that you can use. You then will attach your wire to the end of the screwdriver by soldering it. I'm not going to use a screwdriver, I'm going to go and build a probe or something like that. Then once it's attached on there, you just touch the control where you want to move it. And then, as you heard, or hopefully you heard it in the camera, it just flicks the point, and you don't need to add any safety or anything like that, because it's a wire. You touch it and then you let go and it hangs down, and there's no chance of it sort of keeping the point, the electricity going to the point motor, so it won't damage anything. So I thought that was a brilliant idea. It works so simple, it just worked basically. Which is brilliant news if you're trying to build a layout. Now, the way I've done it is I've mounted it at about a 30-degree angle, so it's not flat against the wall and it's not looking straight upright. It's a nice angle just to use and work on.